Hey YouTube! I'm back from Sweden and so are my parents from Denmark with their campervan. And that's where we take off again, because they have a problem. This is their Affinity, and while this is probably one of the most luxurious campervans that money can buy, it does have a weak spot. The weak spot is this Thule automatic step that we didn't want, because as you can see, it sits pretty low on the van and it doesn't take much to hit it and distort the internals. And this is exactly what happened. You can see the plastic bottom. I mean, yeah, why? Plastic, fantastic plastic. But it is bent. You see they've hit some grass. So, warranty void, and in comes GP and patch and play. Well, not only does the step fail, but also the button to control the step has failed. You can tell by the tape. So it has come apart before. We can. Oh, okay. Okay, some screws. I think this van is now a little bit over a year old. Okay, here it is. This doesn't look bad to me. I don't know. I'm gonna take off these connectors and see. It's also kind of sloppy work. You can still see I just like blew a little bit in there and I saw the sawdust. I think you can see it. I spent some time with the switch fiddling around and trying to get it to work, and now suddenly it's doing its job. So we got it to work, kind of, but I still think there is something wrong with this switch. But I can't figure out how it is all connected, because I thought 2, which is ground, is connected with 1 and 4, and if you pass up or down, then 3 gets connected to either 4 or 1, giving 12 volts to either 1 or 4. But it's not completely the case, because if I connect one of these 2, then it doesn't go anywhere anymore. I'm going to diagnose the switch later. I don't know if I understood this wiring right. I don't have much experience with electrical light switches, or at least the schematics, but this seems like the most logical explanation. But let's focus first on the mechanical part. It's probably more interesting. So I think here we can remove some plastic caps, and then we'll find some screws behind, so we can at least remove this cover, and then we'll go from there. P15 it is. It pops off. These plastic, so it gets held together by this plastic retaining clip, so when you remove the screws far enough it will come off. Again, now we have 4 more Torx screws from a different size, of course. This will be T20, I believe. Yeah, and they're a bit harder to reach. So get a socket on there. I notice now this set has like a little thing in the back. Socket, so you can... Ah, I like that. Never seen that before. I believe this is gonna slide. Okay. And then, yeah, you can take this off, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh, guys, as you can see, this is not even plastic. This is like this kind of cheap plastic cardboard, so I'm calling it. Doesn't look too bad to me. It's quite obvious that there's nothing wrong with the mechanism. Nothing has been hit apart from the plastic cover at the bottom is bent. The sliding itself is a bit disturbed by all the crud and the dirt and the sand that's between there, and I believe the button has indeed a bad connection, making the operation not so smooth. So before I throw it back together, I'm gonna spray some WD-40 to get rid of all the muck, the dirt and the sand in the sliding area, and then add some WD-40 lithium grease to lubricate everything, and hopefully that will make the sliding a bit more smooth. But I don't know, it's not the best design in my opinion. Especially here you can see it has been greased from the factory, but this is just grease and sand. Oh. I think I saw somebody online who did it with PTFE, dry lubricant, and I think that's actually not a bad idea, but we'll see how it goes with lithium grease. Maybe it's better to use nothing at all, I don't know, but let's start with the WD-40 to get rid of all the crap. The down button, that's really... You see, it's already better. Come on, button. There. Come on, you. Oh, I really hate this. I hope we can take this apart and then fix it. Okay, so now I'm gonna wipe everything off and then get some fresh grease in there. Let's take out. So everything is soaked in WD-40, so it should come out easily. And then in here we can, of course, we can't really reach unless we take out the whole thing, but I think in no time it's gonna be dirty again, huh? Okay, I'm gonna be thorough. I'm gonna remove these. Oh, that's easy. And then that's really easy. Okay, and I can take this thing out. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, there's still a lot of dirt on here, so yeah, this is much better. Yeah.
Nice.
Take off all the old grease.
And give it new grease.
And give it a little bit of new grease. And then while we're here, we might as well clean everything here. Come, camera woman. Yeah. Here is plastic. See, still lots of. So, oh, yeah, yeah. We should definitely go here.
Maybe use a compressor.
Nah, it's sticky. It's been mixed with WD-40 already. Then yeah, we might give it a blow with the air compressor. Oh, yeah. Okay, if you don't do this, I mean, it's not much of use. Plastic has indeed been worn out by all the crap. Yeah. Connect these back. So, use the compressor, use WD-40, and then I wiped everything off. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of this lithium grease. Some dry lubricant might be better, but this isn't really super greasy, not too much. The slider in the back. And if the button wants to play nice, I put my toolbox on this plastic cardboard for a while, and now it's kind of straight again, so we can put that back in and screw everything back together, and then we can focus on this guy. A little tip, there is, I already put it away, there is a little plastic hook inside of the here, and I think it's behind the stairs, and that you can use when it's broken. You can use it to keep the step inside, so when you take a turn it won't slide out. I think that was the purpose of the plastic hook that's included. So I think you need to squeeze these plastic things back together a bit if you want to get these back in there. And I think with some fiddly. There we go. You see, it snapped right into place, and we'll add the screws and the plastic cap and be done with this part. This is the plastic hook I was talking about before. That's inside of the mechanism. That's inside of the case. So if it ever breaks, you can attach it like this, and the step is secured. I imagine if you hit it with a rock or something and you break off the arms and it's not locked into place anymore, you can use this to secure it. But of course, yeah, you can use a piece of duct tape as well. So I think we need to over tighten these. It's all fantastic plastic, so just finger tight. There we go, just like new. Guys, I took the switch apart, and sorry about the background music. My grandma is watching television. But this switch is actually simpler than I thought. So by default, it's connected to the negative. You can see, and if you push the button up, then pin 1, the top one is connected to positive, and the bottom one, 4, is connected to negative, and you push the button below, then the bottom pin gets connected to positive and the top one gets connected to negative. So basically it's just like reversing the DC motor that's in the slide out stairs. And it seems there's nothing wrong with it. So guys, just to be absolutely sure, this is not the best. I think I found a problem. Let's switch it to the top one, see if that works any better. It seems to be working fine, but it seems like this switch is worn out, or at least it's not making the best contact. So I'm gonna try and clean it up a bit. Maybe that might help, but I think it's best if we order a new switch. I think I found the culprit. It's here, where the little copper buttons make contact. It looks a bit worn. So I'm gonna take a little bit of sandpaper and scrub it off. But I think the switch needs to be replaced, but maybe in the meantime we can get it to work. So I've cleaned up the gunk that was on the contacts, some kind of, I don't know, corrosion, or I don't know, I guess because of the different metals hitting each other. But at least now I get less resistance. I mean, it was a couple of ohms before. This is a good sign. And get, at least I cannot get it any better than this. This is probably also the boring part of the video. So I've connected everything back. The switch is fixed, but this is still not great. As you can see, there is still some friction, especially when sliding in. I don't know why. I gave it some thought why the step is shivering every time it passes a certain point, and I remember when we got it open, and I'll see if I can find the right footage, that it actually has 4 brackets where it slides in. So 2 at the front and then 2 about 15 centimeters more in the back. But because those plastic hinges or brackets are getting worn out, it doesn't really slide right into the right spot. And I think that is why it's shivering. And I think I've seen this behavior in other Thule slide out steps. It's just a bad design. I'm very sorry, but I mean, even this very simple drawer has little wheels so it can slide over and over. I mean, if you just put material on material, eventually it will wear out. And I guess most campers are made to be used 2 weeks a year. But my parents, they use it like us. They use it like months in a year. And then all this, same with the switch, it just gets worn out really quick. Anyway, that's how we end this video. I hope you found it interesting. I hope it will help you to fix your step if you have any problems with it. And if you find it useful or you have any questions, let me know in the comments. We'll see you next time. Next time we'll go back to work on Nigel, or we will work on the Volvo. We'll see. Ciao.